Welcome back to Tipsy Tuesday with the one and only owner, founder of the iconic Made in Compton store, Bone. How are you today?
I'm good and yourself.
Good, absolutely. So you see today we on smoothies. So which
Oh
smoothie are
man,
you likely to taste? Move our pictures.
from the look of this, I would say that strawberry one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing
And
like fresh strawberries.
right. Yeah, that's too neat. And the blueberries is the dark no, it's the dark grapes that are good.
Hmm.
So yeah. Uh if this could go larger, it's like it's in a different language here. But that dark one looks good too. Nice. All right. Well, you have the floor. You want to share some information before I take us to a slideshow for your comments?
Yeah, I would like to have the blueberries too. That's some good brain food.
Mm, right. Absolutely. Okay. Well, check this out. There's a difference between the smoothies and the juicing. And
Hmm.
exactly, because we always call it smoothies, but you were sharing on another podcast too. You were saying that it's more so it seemed like with the base of milk, you know, and
Yeah,
of course then the juices have more just straight vegetables. So I was like, okay, okay. So let's just revisit that at the top of the show. Now I know that's in fine print, but I have a video that we just can go past, and if we can remember when we look at it again as a video, there's of course the green detox. Now you know about green detox. Do you happen to like green tea?
yeah. Green tea is pretty good when it got a little sweet to it.
Mm-hmm. Now just think, the tea and the tea bags, and what is that like? Even when you think about potpourri, when you think about nice smells and everything like that, the apple smells good. Cucumber, all of that's refreshing too, isn't that something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, like, we have the Stanley cups. People like to drink smoothies out of the Stanley cups. They also drink the smoothies out of the coffee mugs, because the coffee mugs, you don't have to reach so far down into the cup, the Stanley cup.
Hmm.
Yeah. So now out of the green detox, citrus sunrise, and berry good, what would be the likely juice that you would drink?
I would say very good almost all the time.
Okay. Is strawberries your favorite?
Strawberries and blueberries.
Okay, okay. Got you. All right, cool. Moving on here. We have getting started with this, for fun, just so people know, yeah, I created this on Canva, and it was talking about choosing your juicer. Now, we don't sell juicers, but we do juice in the store for lunch and breakfast at the store, though. But just to note that that's something you might want to investigate. You're looking into juicing, if you don't want to just go buy the juice and you want to make the juice at home. And absolutely is, that's something to think about. Isn't that something? When you people think about juicing, they don't tell you which juicer they're using.
No, I remember the bullet was real popular at one time, but the bullet don't separate the fiber from the juice.
Right, exactly. But definitely you can juice a lot. Now going over here, it talked about key benefits. So that's a nice container. Of course, we're talking about drinkware, the made in Compton store, but we are learning about juicing and smoothies as well, because we do actually have a juicer. You come to the made in Compton store, we are working on it. Absolutely. So we're working on our nutrient absorption. We're increasing our energy levels and immune system support. So because we're older, we're going to keep down the inflammation. We definitely want to keep our energy up as you get older. So you get all this from these fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. Boom, did you know? that they say that you're supposed to have 60% vegetables and 40% fruit.
Oh no, I didn't know that. So I'm overdoing it with the fruit.
Wait a minute. But are you getting the 40% in fruit?
Nah, I'm getting more than 40%. I'm probably getting like 60, 70% fruit.
Okay. So so I wanted to see if that was true. I asked ChatGPT, should it be 60% vegetables to 40% fruits? Because I created this on Canva, right? Well, it said
Hmm.
short answer, yes. 60% vegetables and 40% fruits is a solid, healthy guideline for most people, especially if you're making smoothies, juices, or building meals. And it said, here's why that ratio works well. One, lowers your sugar. It helps manage blood sugar and energy levels. The high fiber supports digestion and fullness and is rich in nutrients, especially leafy greens like iron, calcium, magnesium. And then it's great for detox and hydration. So, although
Mm.
food is good for hydration too, but in a nutshell, that's why is leaning more toward 60% vegetables. And then why
Oh,
keep
nice.
yeah, so just in case somebody's out there that are gonna watch this podcast and want to know why keep the fruits at 40%, then it says adds natural sweetness so you don't need added sugar, and it provides vitamins, especially vitamin C and antioxidants, and it makes it taste enjoyable so you stay consistent. So 60-40%. I was
Nice.
like, oh, okay. And then I wasn't sure. I added the addition sign over the negative sign because it said daily vitamin intake achieved. Well, because I was thinking, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I was just thinking like some people absorb these nutrients differently,
Hmm.
you know. So moving forward here, it's out of order right there. So pro tips for perfect juice. It says that prep smart. Wash the produce thoroughly and chop into smaller pieces for easier blending. Remove seeds and tough stems, but keep nutrient rich peels when possible. Yeah, because they tell you about these different juicers, and then you see these juicers on these different social medias, and you're not sure which one it is. Some do deal with, that are stronger and they could deal with the tough stems, but then there's some that aren't able to. But it also
Hmm.
says to store the fresh drink juice immediately for maximum nutrients or store in airtight glass containers for up to 72 hours. This is what the small print is saying. Also, there was something about um, I'm gonna come back to it. Fill to the brim to minimize oxidation. Oh, remember we heard about, yeah, you want to drink the juice within the first 5 minutes if you're gonna drink it.
Yeah,
And why was that?
because they said that's when the nutrients is at its highest levels.
That part. And then the last part right here said balance flavors. Start with a sweet base like apple or carrot, add greens gradually, and finish with citrus or ginger for brightness. The ideal ratio is 60% vegetables to 40% fruits. Now, do you like the carrots?
Yeah, carrots is pretty good.
Hmm. So, yeah, the base, would you prefer carrots or apples?
Apples.
Green or like the delicious red or, different type of red apple.
I would say Honey Crisp.
Nice. I got you. But the green they say it's supposed to be better for us.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. Juicy, delicious. I thought that was pretty neat. Juicy, delicious. So I created delicious. So maybe to make it fun, I might make a character, avatar or something. But thank you so much. We appreciate your time and interest in starting your juicing journey. You want to share with us? You can send a comment, a DM. That'd be cool. For more recipes, tips, or questions about juicing, feel free to reach out. I'm looking at different recipes. We're trying different juices and so forth. Start your juicing journey today so your body will thank you. How are you feeling, Bone?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good since we started juicing. A lot better.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it was just a cool Canva, just somebody need to know. As they're popping in and out, I could see them on the backdrop of this StreamYard. But yes, juicing for yourself. It had an email, fictitious email there. I just changed it, juicing for yourself, and they had the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 as a phone number. I just said tune back in, and then we found out already which juice do you like. So at the top of the show, so that was pretty cool. I thought that was really neat. So it's just a little overview, and somebody's tuning in. Yes, it definitely is created by Canva, and then Canva give you opportunity to put the plus and minus in there, change uh, a word or phrase. That's why I put Julicious at the end. And something new, something fun. Put my little 2 cents into this presentation, but because the key is to learn something new every day, and I know that we do intermittently. We talk about the alcohol on one Tuesday, and then on the following Tuesday we'll talk about smoothies and juicing, healthy drinks. So that's what that's all about. Outside of that, Bone, do you want to share some information that you've been thinking about while I was talking?
Yeah, I would like to try some grapes, strawberries, cherries, and blueberries with some pomegranate seeds.
Mmm,
But
nice.
see, I don't be putting no greens. Look, that was all fruit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder
So I
why is
guess
that.
we could put some what? Some oregano or parsley.
Ginger.
Yeah, ginger gonna take over the whole flavor.
Absolutely. Oh, that's funny. Yes, I would think that ginger. Do you think ginger is stronger than turmeric?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, because ginger is hot.
No way of getting around that one. For real, absolutely. Well, let's see. Let's see about this commercial here. Then we'll come right back. All right.
Eddie G.
That part right there. You know, absolutely. So there's a lot of people that, do drink, they drink and read books, and shout out to Z Blackheart. She does books over wine, and it's a beautiful concept. And we just know a lot of people that do a lot of drinks, different drinks, and at this time it would be smoothies. The children drink some smoothies and read books, and thanks to the Next Child campaign, people have donated books that they purchased because they say, really, I'm not going to read the book. A child can read this book, have opportunity, then yeah, bless them with the book. Or, it's just the fact that now we have another campaign where it's just not just a child that comes to the store, which is great. Now we're looking forward to the Next Child helping the children that are homeless with a book. So, in that instance, like you said, that also can stretch to clothing today too. So, not only can we can have the Next Child receive books, they can actually receive clothing, and for that part, they can actually receive a Teddy G as well. Because homeless children would want a new teddy bear too. So the next child is the next child is very healthy. It's all toward physically, mentally, emotionally driven as well. So with that in mind, You wanna share something?
Yeah, it's all about, helping people sustain, through hard times. And like Nichelle said, keep their mind strong and keep them cultivated. So, the next child was carefully thought out, and it was created to reach people that's underprivileged.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So with that in mind, that is Teddy G. Also, that I just shared a commercial. This is an exclusive, and so it's smoothies with books, and because it would be over books, because that almost give you the illusion that you spill the smoothie on the book. So I'll say smoothies with books, and of course that can be interchanged. People can, we can revise all day long. Just a note that yes, this is an opportunity as well for authors to know that we do book placement at the Made in Compton store, and that just doesn't mean having your book available for sale in the Made in Compton store. Is a healthy way to share your perspective to other people that may need to be validated from what they may not have been thinking is in a status quo way, or uh, received by other people. And you would have it in print, and they would feel like, wow, because you had to go through the whole gambit of creating that book that they can be validated with. So that's just as healthy. So, authors, please just know that it's more to it than just having your book at the store. It has really helped some people, you know. Boom.
Oh yeah, and then to support your book sales, we also offer a wide list of services. You can get poster placement, you can be on the podcast, you can send in author interviews or videos, describing yourself, describing what motivated you to buy the book. And we can just, all wrap around services connected and promoting and selling your book at the Made in Compton store.
Yes, indeed. And I'll have more information in the next newsletter. If you haven't received a newsletter, you're not on the newsletter email marketing ecosystem, please share your email. You can come to the store, you can give us a call, and I will definitely add you to the platform so you can receive the newsletters from the Made in Compton store. And yeah, today is Tipsy Tuesday. We really want to talk healthy business and the drinkware. If you don't know, this is a Made in Compton store that has a plethora of drinkware, from koozies to wine glasses with the stems, without the stems, shot glasses that are clear, frosted. We also have the Stanley cups. We have tumblers. We have coffee mugs. So that's why we have Tipsy Tuesday. The purpose of Tipsy Tuesday, of course, from the Made in Common store as a business, is that introduce you to the drinkware. And just know that we have a plethora of them, and you can come to the Made in Compton store and we will share that with you. And then we also have um, we got one-time boxes that's filled with drinkware, and we have a video here. I can just share a quick video, and then we'll come back and talk about it. 11 seconds.
Okay.
Check that out. What did I miss?
Oh no, that was everything.
Right, it was the hip flask.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We also even have a hip flask. I said,
For
look
the
at.
discreet drinkers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So now I'm like, oh, okay. I had a feeling it was something else, but yes, there's plenty of different drinkware. And even on that video, the Stanley cups or the coffee mugs wasn't on there. So that was literally like the glasses. So I have to get another video here. And just so you know, we do these podcasts, they're not all scripted as you see. And we're looking forward to more people joining us on the platforms in the future. Then we do have a podcast service. So if you like to also have your business talked about, whether it's drinkware, not drinkware, if it is you do smoothies, you bake cakes or biscuits, or you're a videographer, you would like to come on a maybe it's not this one, you just happen to see this one or hear this one. We have because we podcast 7 nights a week, so it may be a different podcast that correlates to your business. Yeah, we you can call us and DM us about that. We'll get a flyer going for that. But we do have a new catalog inside the Made in Compton store. You can thumb through the book and you can see the savings that you can have outside of the Tuesday. Oh my goodness, the Sunday fun day. Hats are only $25, and Wednesdays the t-shirts. It's the Wow Wednesdays. T-shirts are only $25, and now we have shorts. Bone, you want
Oh
to talk?
yeah. It's called Shorts Friday or Friday Shorts. And all the shorts are $45 and you receive a free book with the purchase of a pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, just wanted to put some more information out there. Definitely created the newsletter, and the first newsletter of the month of April in 2026. So, this may date this video, but at least you have a gist of what's taking place in the Made in Compton store. And until you get that email to us, and you'll stay abreast of what's taking place in the Made in Compton store. Outside of that, yes. Which smoothie are you likely to taste in the future? Bone. We know that you which one you like. Now, which smoothie are you likely to taste?
Uh, I would say ginger, watermelon, pineapple with some spinach.
Mm. Now that you're trying to incorporate the vegetables. I got you.
No, I'm thinking about something that you would make.
Ooh, that's a hint. Right? Absolutely. Boy, getting you on the ginger was something else.
Man.
Well,
Amen.
right. Where's the laughter now? No, absolutely. Wow. Okay, I love those sound effects. Now, I do have one more thing before we conclude this podcast. Check this out. Bone, do you know in French, people would just really say smoothie in everyday conversation?
Hmm.
Or they may say, I believe it's boisson frappe, but usually they just say smoothie. And then in
Man, boy
Italian,
farm fried fray is real fancy.
exactly. Oh man. And then in Italian, it may be frullato or fruato. And then because I'm not if the L's the double L's in Italian, I forget it, are they a Y like in Spanish or not? And then in Portuguese, vitamina is just an A. It's an A at the end in
Hmm.
Portuguese. And then in Spanish, it says batido. And if I could hear, I'm not sure if you could hear that if I was to put these names in the Google Translate, you know?
Hmm.
But let me just put them in. What I can do is put them here in the comments area so you can see how they're spelled. Uh-huh. In Portuguese. Portuguese. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, you want to share before we conclude this as I type?
Yeah, and in Compton we call them roughies, especially when they got a lot of ginger in it because it's rough.
Right. That's right. Okay. How do you say smoothie? How do you say smoothie in Portuguese? That's how you do that. French. Just the spelling what I was sharing. And do you happen to have a backstory while I type the rest of this information as a resource
Yeah,
quickly?
I remember when we first started juicing and you had that bullet. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
You used to have a pep talk with that because you used to see how I used to be looking. All that
Right,
fiber.
right.
I,
Because
I still had nightmares of celery strings.
oh yeah. But you got a chance to get accustomed to that ginger. You went through boot camp with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Oh man.
That was almost like a hazing.
No. Oh my goodness. Please don't. That sounds so terrible. All right, so I'll put that information here in the comments area. You say smoothie in the following languages. I thought that would be a nice piece of information. Hmm. All right, so we have that here in the comments area, and for people to check that out. Also, if there was anything else that you wanted to share, just let me know. But other than that, go.
Yeah, we gonna have the new robes coming in real soon. We just, going through the last of the charcoal gray and gray ones. So
Mm,
we're gonna have the blue robes coming in next.
nice. And it is almost time for Mother's Day and Father's Day. And some people have parents that may be in nursing homes, or they just get cold at night, or their body temperatures have changed and so forth. And or they light the air conditioner on, but they're constantly saying I'm cold, but they don't want that air off. They like that feel of hot and warm. The Made in Compton robe is very nice. It's definitely a very nice gift, or it could be an auntie, or uncle, grandparent. So something
Hmm.
to think about. All right, so just casual conversation on these podcasts, and we'd like to provide resources. And if there's anything that you would like for us to talk about, you can let us know. You can either call us at the store, or you can leave a comment or a DM on social media.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, until next time, everybody, have a great, great time.
Peace.